Hey, hey.
Hey.
Y'all always be catching us. How y'all doing? It's 6 o'clock. Okay, listen. Welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome to Story Time.
Story time. Story time.
That was for you, brother, cousin James Morgan. Okay, he loves that intro and loves it every time we sing it. It's just his bump to his day. Okay, so if you are new to Story Time, let me introduce myself. Okay, sure, why not? I'm Bonnie. I'm one of the hosts. Hi, how you doing? And then this is none other sitting next to me, none other than Auntie Shelly on the beat.
But
yes, listen. Oh, it's something that goes down. Y'all ever had some Campbell's soup that was seasoned and it was a real cold day and you took that first sip and it burnt you a little bit, but it went down.
Going down.
That's that bump for me. It just feels good when it comes out and it hits the atmosphere. Hopefully you've gotten that experience. I don't know what to tell you if you don't. But it is Monday, so we're going to go ahead and go into our scripture for today, which is Isaiah 43, 1 through 7. Y'all ready? I knew you was. But now thus says Yahuwah that created you, O Jacob, and he that formed you, O Israel. Fear not, for I have redeemed you. I have called you by my name. You are mine. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. And through the rivers, they shall not overflow you. When you walk through the fire, you shall not be burned. Neither shall kindle upon you. For I am Yahuwah Eloheka, the Holy One of Israel, your Savior. I gave Egypt for your ransom and Cush and Siba for you. Since you are precious in my sight, you have been honorable, and I have loved you. Therefore will I give men for you and people for your life. Fear not, for I am with you. I will bring your seed from the east and gather you from the west. And I will say to the north, give up, and to the south, keep not back. Bring my sons from far and my daughters from the ends of the earth. Even everyone that is called by my name, for I have created him for my glory. I have formed him. Yea, I have made him. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Such a beautiful love letter to you. Hopefully it hits your heart, okay? All right, so you guys, we are in the book of Bereshith, also known the beginnings. And in this book, we're reading the Testament of Moses. So if you want to know where we got this book, we purchased it from ct4.net.com. And you can use your Storytime discount. And yeah, you'll get it. Standard, okay?
Yes.
That's it.
Don't even rush delivery.
Yeah, don't rush it. You get it.
It usually comes in a couple of days.
Look, you want to know patience? Get the standard delivery, okay? And then also, we started the Testament of Moses on Friday.
Yes.
So we're going to go back into that thing, all right? So we're going to try to give you a little recap, but I mean, you can always watch Friday's reading. All right? This is Auntie Shelly on the beat.
Okay, recap. We know that this is Moses. He has called Joshua to his side because Moses is about to exit. Because, well, we won't even go into the because. But so Yah allowed him to look at the promised land but not go in. So he's calling Joshua to himself and he's telling him about basically what is going on in the world right now. So he's telling him, he's giving him prophecy about what is going to happen to the seed of Yisrael in the last days. And as you know, as we were reading it, was like, oh, wait, this is what we're going through right now. Timetables, everything.
Yeah. You can link
everything. So we know that Yahuwah, a lot of things that people told us was a mystery. Yahuwah's like, no, it's kind of not a mystery.
Right.
I've been telling you this. Sorry, you guys. I'm just making sure. Yeah.
Yeah, you're on the page. Yeah, you're on the page.
This is right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sorry. But what I wanted us to really remember was when, what was his name? Taxo.
Mm-hmm.
Taxo got his sons. He said, we going to live in a cave.
Yep.
I would rather starve to death than to give in to the system. We out of here.
We out.
We out. And that's the attitude we need to take today, because we really need to make some hard decisions right now, because the world is like pressing in on us. Babylon is really trying to apply that pressure, but our hearts need to be fixed, because we were told this was going to come. Even though they left out all these good details that are in the Testament of Moses, we were still told this time would come. But this is even breaking it down even more, giving us details, but also confirming that we are the seed of Yisrael, and not those people over there saying, because they don't even know none of this.
No,
basically,
they don't even keep the feast days or nothing like that. No.
Nothing. And the ones that know about it, they're the ones who hit it, because it proves we are who we say we are. And so we urge you all to get this book. I need to mail Joanna hers. To get this book and bring it on Wednesday. Yeah. Bring it on Wednesday. Tuesday. Oh, we ain't going to No. Oh. Gotcha. I didn't know that. Oh, sorry. So that's our catch up.
All right. Well, listen, for those of you who do have the book, we're on page 228, and I'm going to start on the 11th chapter. Again, if you want to know about what happened before, she already gave you the recap, but you can also pause this video, and then go listen to Friday's reading, okay?
Yes.
All right. 228, chapter 11. And when Yahusha had heard the words of Moses that were written in his writing, as well as all that he had said before, he rent his clothes. I'm sorry, Joshua. I'm talking about Joshua, and y'all know that translates to Yahusha. He had rent his clothes and cast himself at the feet of Moses. And Moses comforted him, and wept with him. And Joshua answered him and said, why do you comfort me, Moses? And how shall I be comforted in regards to that which you have spoken? The bitter word which have gone forth from your mouth, which is full of tears and lamentation, in that you depart from this people. And now what place will receive you? Or what will be the sign that marks your sepulture? Or who will dare to move your body from there as a man from a place to place? For all men, when they die, have according to their age, their sepulture on earth. But your sepulture is from the rising to the setting sun, and from the south to the confines of the north. All the world is your sepulture. Adonai, you are departing. And who will feed this people? Or who is there that will have compassion on them? And who will be their guide by the way? Or who will pray for them, not omitting a single day, in order that I may lead them into the land of their forefathers? How therefore am I to control this people as a father his only son, or as a mistress her virgin daughter, who is being prepared to be handed over to the man she will revere, while she guards her person from the sun and takes care that her feet are not unshod for running upon the ground? And how shall I supply them with food and drink according to the pleasure of their will? For of them there will be 600,000. For these have multiplied to this degree through your prayers, my Adonai, Moses. And what wisdom or understanding have I that I should judge or answer by word in the house of Yahuwah? And the king of the Amorium also will then be emboldened to attack us. And believing that there is no longer among the Ruach HaKodesh who was worthy of Yahuwah manifold and incomprehensible Yahuwah of the word, who was faithful in all things, Elohim's chief prophet throughout the earth, the most perfect teacher in the world, yea, that he is no longer among them, they will say, let us go against them. If the enemy have but once wrought impiously against Yahuwah, they have no advocate to offer prayers on their behalf to Yahuwah, as did Moses, the great messenger, who every hour, day and night, had his knees fixed to the earth, praying and looking for help to him that rules all the world, and compassion and righteousness calling to mind the covenant of the fathers, propitiating Yahuwah with the oath. For they will say, he is not with them. Let us go therefore and destroy them from off the face of the earth. What will then become of this people, my Adonai Moshe?
So Joshua is basically, first of all, you're talking about leaving here. We're not even gonna know where your body is.
Yeah.
Everybody has a sepulcher that they can at least go to and
to.
say, here it is where Moses is buried. Said, your sepulcher is the ends of the earth, which means we have no idea
Where are you gonna be?
What is gonna happen to your body? And then furthermore, what's gonna happen to us?
Yeah.
Who's gonna be the advocate?
Yes.
Who is going to talk to Yahuwah for us? Who is going to bring these people to the next step? Who is going to pray like you pray for us?
See, he's already seeing himself inadequate to do the job.
Yes.
So he's like, you cannot leave. And sometimes the Most High will take something that we're dependent on away from us so we can see within ourselves that we really had the ability if we trusted him.
Yes.
So this is a point where he has to recognize that even though he's getting off the scene, what's in you got to come up, no matter how uncomfortable, because you can hear how uncomfortable he is with the idea of Moses just leaving. He's like, you're the one that goes to the throne on our behalf.
Yeah.
These people listen to you.
Yes.
If I try to talk to them, they ain't going to listen to me.
And not only that, but you're the one who goes to Yahuwah.
Yes.
To talk to the people. I'm just, in the background.
Right.
Now, what you telling me? I gotta go.
Listen, my knees ain't even ashy. Your knees stay ashy.
Yeah,
okay?
Exactly.
You stay on the ground.
You stay on the ground. You stay praying for us. What are we gonna do?
It's almost like the whole Aaron and his brother, like,
you
know how he's like, I stutter.
First Moses was like, I can't go.
I mean, I stutter.
Then he got bold.
And so it's the same kind of thing with Joshua. It's like he's all these insecurities is coming out of him. And I'm sure he didn't recognize that they were in there while he was with Moses.
Because he was with
Moses, right?
Yeah.
So now that Moses got to be off the scene, he's basically recognizing these things that like, oh man, these people got to listen to me. They don't listen to me.
And they're asking, well, who's going to be in charge? You.
And clearly the nations know about Moses because he said, now they're going to find out that you're gone and then try to kill us.
Yeah, they're going to come up against us.
So he had a strong name.
Then what? Yeah. So Joshua was like, but he's forgetting the power is not in Moses' name.
Absolutely.
The power is with Yahuwah. And if he's going to transfer it to you,
that same power.
It's the same power.
With you. It's not with Moses.
Yeah, it's just like Elijah and Elisha. Transfer when one leads, it has Yahuwah has somebody else.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's why we're all still here.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Or we'd all be lost. Keeps transferring.
He keeps transferring. He keeps on. Nope, that ain't. Well,
yeah, doing great things.
All right. That was all right. Chapter 12. Okay. And when what's his name?
It's Yeshua, but Joshua.
I was trying to think of his other name. And when Joshua had finished these words, he cast himself again at the feet of Moses. And Moses took his hand and raised him into the seat before him, and answered and said unto him, Joshua, do not despise yourself, but set your mind at ease and hearken to my words. All the nations which are in the earth, Elohim has created as he has us. He has foreseen them and us from the beginning of the creation of the earth until the end of the age. Nothing has been neglected by him, even to the least thing. But all things he has foreseen and caused all to come forth. Yea, all things which are to be in this earth, Yahuwah has foreseen, and lo, they are brought forth into the light. Yahuwah has, on their behalf, appointed me to pray for their sins and to make intercession for them, not for any virtue or strength of mine, but in his compassion and long suffering was he pleased to call me. For I say to you, Joshua, it is not on account of the righteousness of this people that you shall root out the nations. The lights of the heavens, the foundations of the earth have been made approved by Elohim and are under the signet ring of his right hand. Those, therefore, who do and fulfill the commandments of Elohim will increase and prosper. But those who sin and set at naught the commandments will be without the blessings before mentioned, and they will be punished with many torments by the nations. But wholly to root out and destroy them is not permitted. For Elohim will go forth, who has foreseen all things forever, and his covenant has been established with Abraham and his oath unto Isaac, and has confirmed the same to Jacob for a law, and to Israel for an everlasting covenant. Amen.
So he's telling them, don't worry about it. Y'all knows what's going to happen from then to the end of time. He has people appointed that are going to step up,
Absolutely.
or that he is going to,
absolutely.
getting them to step up and do whatever it is they're supposed to do.
And I think the beauty of it is he's taking the light off of him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, hold up, Joshua, look, this is not me.
Mm-hmm.
And he's directing Joshua, like the same spirit that works in me, it's going to
same
be
one in you.
It's going to be the same one for you.
Yep.
And you worried about these different nations, but you forgot that he created them.
Yes. And he already knows what's going to happen.
He already knows what's going to happen. So you
just
really
be obedient. Basically saying be obedient.
In so many 22 lines, just be obedient.
Just be obedient. Everybody just be obedient.
The baton keeps getting passed. Thank you, yes. God. Absolutely.
Yes.
Brother James, what you say?
No,
Shalom. You ain't said a word. I'm not even gonna
getting ready for Wednesday too. Stop.
I roll. You play too much.
Don't play with me.
Thought you had something to say.
Yeah, don't play with me. But when we think about things like that, especially when we have to step up, it, like you said, it's hard because you be thinking, I can't do this.
Absolutely.
What if this happens? And what if this happens? I'm not going to know how to answer. I'm not.
Yeah. And
but that the Ruach always steps in.
Absolutely.
Always, never fails.
We forget that we got to lose ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Because some things are in us that are immeasurable. Like it can't be measured. And we don't know that that's in there until he tells us, okay, I need you here.
Yes.
And then it allows you to do, to like, if you decide to nobody decides to die, but at least you died empty. You understand? Like you've been fulfilled. You poured out everything that was in you against all odds. And so it's in our uncomfortableness, or I don't know how you say that, but you get it, that we're being pulled and stretched. He's being stretched right here.
Yes.
He's being pulled in a whole different direction that he really don't want to go in.
Yes.
Because he's thinking about the what ifs. Yes. But forgetting that the very what ifs you're thinking about is he that created it.
Yes.
So we have to remember, like, okay, that's what it's like. Okay, yeah. Nevertheless,
yes,
let your will be done.
Yes.
Not my own. Because if I do it my way, then listen, some people gonna get talked to a whole certain way. You know what I'm saying? If I do it my way. But if you do it your way, then it's done, and it's done in righteousness.
Right. You don't know what's in
you until you are pressed. Absolutely.
Yes. And not only that, but Joshua is forgetting you all have already fought some battles. That you were the general. Moses didn't go to none of these battles. Joshua was in charge.
Wow.
Especially the really big one. They just had to take Moses
to
the hill.
Yeah, in a way.
And he had to hold it. And they had to keep his arms up. So, but Joshua was down there fighting.
You see how we forget about those
things?
You forget
the nation saw your face.
Right.
They didn't see Moses.
See, and you forget about those things that he brought you through because you're pressed with new decisions. And, especially today, like what is flooding your media? The what is it? Abercrombie and Fitch disease now? I don't know.
I know what you was talking about.
You know, the new variant.
Omicron, Cron.
You know what I'm saying?
Chronic.
That's going, chronic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now if you breathe and if you cough, now all of a sudden you got it, okay? So it's so much stuff like now you're being pressed on your job or, you know, family. Like you can't come because you ain't vaxxed and jabbed or whatever. But it's still, we have to think there are so many things, if we look back, so many things that the Most High have brought us through.
Yes.
That he's like, no, this is just me pressing you.
Yes. And if you were never pressed, you would never do it.
You wouldn't.
You wouldn't.
Because comfortable is comfortable. It is what it is. Listen, I don't know about you, but I like being comfortable. Okay?
Yeah.
Whatever that looks like for me, I like it. You get me to that zone, like I'm a whole different, like, very insecure. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure of myself.
Yep, like am I supposed to be doing this?
I'm second and third and fourth guessing myself because I'm uncomfortable. But when you be in that state and then you be like, okay, yeah, I clearly know, because it ain't a surprise to you, that I don't know what to do. So I might as well lean on you. Yeah.
And he has to do it that way or we'll think it's us.
Absolutely.
When we're all nervous, like, am I going to say the right thing? Then you know it's not you. And especially after you thought all that, you do what he says and you be like, where all that come from?
Yes.
You know it wasn't you.
And you don't.
And that's the place you need to be. If you run across somebody that's about to speak, do whatever, and they're not nervous at all, I'd be suspect.
Or they high-fiving you and you be like, man, that was a good. They taking all the credit, like they ain't directing it back to the Father. I got question marks, okay?
Yeah, I need
not
some
just
people
one,
to be
not
nervous.
I need you to be second guessing yourself.
I need you to know that I need to know this is coming from Yahuwah and not you. I know there's some times when I've been pressed when he's like, okay, you're going to stand up and you're going to talk. I said, okay, well, what am I going to say? I'll tell you when you get there. No.
Right.
I need to know. I need to know.
Like, no.
Something.
Maybe you didn't hear me. I said, like, I got this arrangement.
I'm going to stand up and I don't know what I'm going to say.
But then that's how you know it didn't come from you.
Exactly.
Same.
And stood up. I did it. I'm like, I'm going to look like a fool. I'm going to look like Boo Boo the Fool.
Introducing Boo Boo the Fool. Here I come. Just walking out there, okay?
But it came out.
Absolutely.
Pressed.
So don't despise being pressed. I mean, I know it's easier said than done, but try to remember some of the victories that he's already brought you from. And that can encourage you to keep going forward. Versus, listen, somebody said going through is better than being stuck. And that is absolutely true. Literally, somebody said it because it was unknown person who wrote it. But it's something that I've always lived by. Going through is better than being stuck. I'd rather go get through the trial than to be stuck in it year after year after year. Whether that's mentally, whether it's mentally, physically, I'd rather just get through it. You know?
Whether I got to crawl, do whatever.
However you listen.
Get through it.
I've crawled through some stuff.
Right.
We all have.
Yep.
Well, this was a good little 23-minute reading.
I know. I didn't even know we were at the end of it.
How did not know that we were in the end of it? So,
That's,
Well, I hope that you all feel encouraged.
And not only that, but I hope we're taking for granted that everyone knows how Moses left here. Because that is in the 66, how Yah took him up to the high mountain, let him see the promised land. Even though in the 66, it doesn't tell us about this whole detail with Joshua and what he saw for the children of Yisrael to the end of time. I think it was Michael that had to come get his body, and he had to fight. He had to fight Azazel for that body. They wanted to take Moses' body, and I'm sure they were going to make some kind of shrine or something. And it was talking about how Michael was like, dude, back off. It was like he didn't even argue with him. He just said, Yah rebuke you. You better back up. You ain't getting this body. Right. This one you ain't going to get.
It's going back to its creator, okay? Its founder, no.
Because can you imagine if they had the body of Moses?
Listen,
They be bowing down to it.
they be making you pay for it to see
Yeah,
it.
pay to
They
see
be
it.
making profit off of it.
They put it in a
You know,
glass
they do
case.
They do all with all of our stuff, right? They
Mhm.
make us fly out, catch 3 planes just to look at it. It belongs to you.
Yes. Yeah, you're right. They make us pay to see our own stuff, our own
Original
history.
maps. That belongs to us, man.
Yeah. Yeah. That's our stuff.
That's our stuff. But they're profiting.
Mhm.
And he was like, you ain't gonna profit here.
Yes.
Moses coming, this body coming with me.
Yes.
Melanated and all.
Yes. And they actually did that to somebody's, I want to say it was linen. I will have to look it up. They actually had, it was this one family where I'm going to say linen, but I might be wrong. I think he's Russian. I don't know. Look it up for me, Nishan. They embalmed his body. They put it in this glass case and they put it in some kind of room, and people actually go see it. They kept it up. And the father, the one who did it, the one who originally did it, only taught his sons how to preserve the body so that his sons would never have to fear that government, because they're the only family who knows how to do it the way that he did it.
Wow. Because
Lennon still looks like if you saw it, you would go, no way he died that many years ago.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a person named Lenin?
Yeah, I think his name. Oh, it's Stalin. Okay, Stalin.
Stalin,
Lenin is somebody else. You never heard of Stalin? He's he was one of them dictators. Yeah.
This is why we having to shine on the beat right there.
Thank you.
She a part of the team.
It was Stalin.
I've never heard of that.
That's what they would have did with Moses.
Oh wow, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
absolutely.
And we'd be paying to go see it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Our own.
I mean, it would have been a lot of paint on that brother. Okay.
Yeah,
a lot of bleach. They would have to bleach.
But they had that technology back then.
Absolutely, because you know that lie goes on.
Mm-hmm. That's what the Egyptians was doing.
They are lost people, not us.
Yes.
Yeah. But they don't. They're so bamboozled that they remember the world had inherited lies too, so they don't even recognize that they're lost.
Yeah,
they're just as lost as some of our people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like LaShawn said, he lies and stay perpetually. Like you can go see his body still to this day.
Oh, wow.
Died. When did he die, LaShawn? I want to say in the 40s.
I like how you yelled like she can.
Oh, she can.
No, you said, when did she die? A normal voice would have just worked, but I like that.
Right.
She heard it though.
Like she went across town.
Right, exactly.
At her.
It's all right. I had to point it out.
Okay, LaShawn, I get it. Just go look up when he died. But yeah,
that's crazy.
So, anybody have any questions or anything for us? Don't ask us what book we read next,
please, because we don't know. We might come back on to you guys on Thursday, Friday.
Okay. So let's do that.
Let's do that.
Actually, let's do that
because we have some plans. All right. So we'll come back on Thursday, not tomorrow or Wednesday. So we're going to take 2 days off, and then we'll come back on Thursday and Friday. All right. At Thursday at 5, Friday at 6.
Yeah.
All right.
Because we gotta wait for absolutely to read next.
We literally be waiting. Okay. We don't just pick a book.
Yeah.
Any questions? Any questions that anyone has on this Testament of Moses? He died in 1878, and he still look good, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. Still lying in perpetual state.
There.
Okay. And that's exactly
1853. No, 1953.
1953.
Okay, she said, wait, 1953. Either way, it's still
that's a long time. They put him in a glass case like St0ry.
Listen, Mr. Morgan, JM, don't make me block you.
Okay. What are you talking about?
Y'all don't know. He a little.
Yeah.
I don't know what he is, but
Brother
he ain't
James
going. I know
always trying to get in on stuff.
I think their men's group or something need to do something.
Yes.
You know, maybe go to a car wash and go in and get excited about the thing. Go.
or gun range, something. Stuff
there
they
you
get
go.
excited about.
There you go.
Go to a football
See?
game. Y'all need to do something. Always trying to come to our stuff.
Jelly. He ain't coming now. Don't y'all worry.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if we don't have no questions, we won't take no more time. All right. With that being said, I guess we're going to see you guys on Thursday at 5 p.m. And thank you, Brother James. Now, this is for you. Okay. Turn this up wherever you are. Put your phone. Turn it up. Okay. It's your part. Thank you for tuning in to Story Time.
Story time. Story time.
You can rewind that. You can drag that back to your favorite part. Shalom, family. Bye.
Shalom.